Hello, welcome back to Krachtwerken. So the last video was a long time ago, and it was all about about this SG, and it was about what we're gonna do next. Thanks for nobody sponsoring any equipment, but you're gonna do if you're a small channel. Anyway, there's garden work going on, so excuse the buzz. Okay. Anyway, so I got myself a laser etcher. Just a small chippy one, and that has made a lot of other things possible. One of the things that has always troubled me is how do you get a really nice decal onto your neck, and because I wanted mine to be precise but rustic, and so I tried many different things. The biggest problem was that I was adamant to keep my logo, but the logo is difficult to cut out. So using stencil, anything like that is not really working. Because what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a layer, then cut out that piece, the letter or the logo, fill it with something. Well, let me start again. So the idea is to create a recess where the logo is, but one that is quite neat. So that you can either put in an inlay or fill it with resin or spray paint or whatever you want. Flush it with sandpaper and then spray your lacquer over the top, and you should have a perfect finish. So the problem I always had was getting that cut out properly, neatly, because I did want it to be precise, although I don't mind it to be kind of rustic looking, but I wanted the cutout to be precise. And it literally just failed me with even the most fine of scalpels and everything. It just didn't work. So the laser cutter opens up quite a few interesting possibilities. Firstly, it cuts out really well. The one I got doesn't cut into metal, but it cuts well into wood, plastics, resin, if it's not see-through. It also cuts well into spray paint. And so that's what we've done. I really like this look. I'll show you some videos of the process, but essentially what I've done is put on another 1 or 2 layers onto the neck of the guitar, onto the headstock, and then basically burnt out the logo. So the logo is kind of burnt out, and it leaves that slight recess. That recess can now be filled with whatever you like. Certain things work better than others, but I decided to use gold spray paint. Fill the recess and then clean everything up and then lacquer over the top. So this is what we ended up with. Now, as you can see, there's still sanding and lacquering that has to happen, but essentially, there's some. It is the way I want it to be. It is neat and tidy and everything is accurate, but it leaves that slight little kind of rustic edge to everything. Even the small thing has also been done that way. So the next piece is I've actually stripped this thing apart. Did the cavity again. There's some new electronics coming tomorrow. This is going to be black and gold, essentially, just like I thought I should do. Black and gold, and it's going to look fucking ridiculous, man. So all the parts are coming tomorrow, and in the meantime the headstock has to fully dry, because one of the things is that with spray paint and lacquer, before you sand it has to be rock hard, otherwise it just kind of mushes around. So look out for the next videos, because I will finish this. So I will reinstall everything, and I will also redo the electronics. So let me show you something else which I've done in the meantime. So I've also done that to the back. This for a little truss rod cover, and this sweet little thing. Now I'm gonna keep that brushed look. The white's gonna annoy me. If the white annoys me, I might make it black, or I might make it gold. I don't know yet. But showing you the videos now is just showing you I got, it's not a cheap one, but it's far from expensive, laser cutter. The laser cutter runs off a very simple software, and I'm really struggling with the alignment. There's something, it's just as if it's slightly off every single time. Done all the measurements, measured 3-4 times. It's odd. It's a bit odd. Very strange. Anyway, doesn't matter. I've kind of got the hang of it. I kind of get it to do what I wanted to do. So what you can see in the videos is it burning into the plastic and burning into the spray paint on the headstock. It probably burnt in like 0.5 millimeter, maybe a slightly less, something like that. And then obviously you got to be really careful with these lasers because they really hurt your eyes. So there's like, this one has like a little shield. It's cumbersome to use, to be fair, but I like the kind of home DIY-ness of using it. So I've also made like a little resin, very thin little resin layer that is kind of slightly colored, and I cut that out with the laser, so realistically that could have been inlaid into that. I didn't do that. I wanted it to be gold to match the rest of the guitar. It's going to be locking tuners, golden locking tuners, golden knobs, small ones because the knobs are quite close to one another. And I don't ride them, so I don't need like a really easy to get hold of kind of knob and just roll it. The humbucker covers are golden as well, and so are most of the screws and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna look shit hot. I'm actually really looking forward to getting this thing back up and running. I ended up not buying new any new humbuckers because I actually really like the sound of these. They're kind of dark, they're kind of strong, and they're very dark. So I'm gonna keep them. I was looking for some high output ones. These are fairly high output, but not as high as I wanted. I wanted like 14-15K, but these are around about 11 when I measured them through the cable. So they're quite all right. Anyway, I will try and get the next videos up as well. So thank you very much for watching. Keep you updated.